Coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Play action. Now it's Carr. And incomplete to open things up. You look at this Bears defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a... defense.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Saints going to send out Blake Gillikin to punt on 4th down here. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result. Here's the veteran. That's Jeff Wilson.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark, and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half. And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception. Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon. 29. Throwing on first down is Carr. Throw out wide is incomplete. The Saints at 6-2 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start with the option. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming. Well, on this play, how about the vision of him? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Lost. Yeah, there's no doubt. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They run it again with Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his car on third down. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This is taken at the 18. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still...
Oh, what a juke into space!
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Another carry for Wilson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Fields going to keep it running right.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
One play action. Fields.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Fields.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93. Your minds. Get down, get down.
Back to throw here. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action. Fields. That pass complete to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Colin Saunders able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
Here we go.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Now a give, running left is Wilson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll run again with Wilson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears have taken the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Carr.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, They wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Moore, the man in motion.
Ran it last time, now fields to throw.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is caught. Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, Kamara. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They'll start the drive with Wilson. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down and 4. On the option left is Fields.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First down there.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Throw left side complete. That's more. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
Gets this to his running back, Jeff Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Fields on first down. Going right back to Wilson.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
10 more there and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this one too low.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Fields going to get that outline to Mooney. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Wilson with a first down carry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Wilson will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 17. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Carr to throw on 2nd down, finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And they'll begin by running the option. Sheds off the tackle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Fields throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. Johnson, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Fields. Wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive, then march to the end zone the last time out.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Here's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on first down is Carr. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Carr will try it again on second down. Complete to Olave on the out route. The Saints on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep. See if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
They run. It's Kamara. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Carr. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Now Carr. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now a play fake. Carr. That is caught by a diving Thomas. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Carr again.
This one swung out to Williams.
Touchdown, Saints. Jamal Williams. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Fields now to throw.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's Carr now, going to fake the jet sweep and throw off play action.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
6:37, 6:18. Hey, 7:34.
Here's Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete. They'll have the first down and more than that. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. His throw incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Carr to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now Carr. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
On the option right is Fields.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Meanwhile, Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebacker, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked